Okay, welcome back to Ron's Garage. I know it's been a while since I posted anything, but between time and temperature, sounds like a bank sign, doesn't it? Lack of time and it being just, oh my God, hot. I haven't been over here much, but I'm here today and trying to clean up a few loose ends. I got to start with my personnel here. So, as you can see, the design and engineering department is ready to go. Fabrication, well, they're working on this seat mounting. This is the passenger seat. The driver's seat's already mounted. So, but my dimensions are a little different. I'm going to bolt it together and put it in and see how much difference it really makes. But so, paint and body, they haven't really done anything yet, so I'll leave them alone. But electrical and mechanical, them guys, I got to get on them because they got just a mess up here. So they need to clean this up and get back to work. Electrical is doing a little something. I pulled all the wires from the old ignition switch out through the firewall, and I got some wire and some connectors, and I bought a new ignition switch. I'll show you that. It's just hanging by a wire right now. Bought a new ignition switch. I'm not sure you can see it, but I drilled a hole in the dashboard there for it. Fits nice. So I got to wire that up so I can start it. And I still need to get an alternator so it's not running on just the battery. You know, I took a little inventory, and I'm not that far away from being able to drive this. I need probably $250 for a windshield and a gasket. I need some steering parts, a shaft, and a couple U-joints. I still got to mark those headers so I can dent them in a little bit where the steering shaft is going to go. I'm debating whether I really need to rebuild that steering box, whether before I drive it a little bit or not. Probably, but you know, I may just put it together and see. I have to move the distributor around. I don't have to, but I'm going to. I don't know if you can tell from this angle or not, but it's in about, I'd say 45 to 50 degrees off. The vacuum advance is pointed back toward the firewall, and it runs good right there. So I'm thinking they set the distributor in a little bit rotated. So I want to fix that. But when I do that, I need to, this engine has a short water pump on it, and the timing marks are at 12 o'clock. So I have to pull that water pump, transfer the top dead center mark around to the side, and then get a new pointer to put on there. So for the side, I like the short water pump. I need the short water pump because of the radiator. So I'm going to keep that and just transfer the timing mark around. So, but I want to do that at the same time I move that, so I can make sure I'm back in time when I move the distributor. So I got to transfer the wires over and rewire it. All the wires are there. I just got to run new ones and wire them up to the new ignition switch. But like I was saying, the windshield, that little bit of stuff there. Brakes, master cylinder I need. The front brakes look good. I need all new stuff for the back brakes, and drums and wheel cylinders and guts. All that stuff doesn't cost all that much. And then the steering, and I think I'll be able to drive it. I don't care about a back window, not just yet. It's not going to be out in the rain. So, but you know, I really do want to drive it just before it gets cold. So that's where my focus is right now. So, but it is what it is. So we'll do what we got to do. So I'm going to get back onto that seat. If I get it set in there and it looks okay, I'll I'll push record again and show you guys. So if I don't see you again, have a good day. All right, so I am back. It feels good to actually have something accomplished. It's not bolted in yet, but the passenger seat is sitting there. I can't tell that it measures out about an inch higher. It doesn't look like it does from here. But once I bolt that in, I've got seat covers because that's just but ugly. So I got this. I'll have the seats in, and that's a check mark on the list. So still got to move that shifter back a little bit, but that's not a drivability thing. That's only a convenience thing. I got to get a oil pressure temperature gauge. That's all I really care about at this point. It's a 305. I'm not going to overwind it, so I don't even have to have a tack yet. So a couple gauges and the stuff I outlined earlier, and I'll be ready to take her for a spin. So I actually feel pretty good. It's kind of muggy today. It's not real hot, but it's muggy. I'm dripping here, but it's summertime. It is Connecticut, but it's still summertime, so it is what it is. So all right, I may tinker around with that electrical a little bit, and then I'll head back for the house and go post this. So thanks for watching. Bye. Forgot to mention, there is one more thing I have to figure out. Is I way back in one of my earlier videos, I mentioned the slicks that came on this car in the back that I had traded for 4 wheels and tires that match. Those are the wheels. The tires are Grand Prix Radial GTs. I'm not sure of the brand. And then the tires that came on the front are skinny tires. I looked these up online. I believe they're Coker. It says Street Front and then Pro Track. They have no wear on them at all. And online, if I'm looking at the right thing, these are about 200, 250 a piece. They're skinny, which is cool, but they look like they're already on the wheel that's too wide. And I know the wheels that I got for the front are wider, at least a little bit. So I'm not sure yet what I want to do with that. I could put these back on, but then the wheels will mismatch. Or I can just put the wheels and tires on that I got for the slicks. A little bit wider, probably a little bit harder to steer, but that's okay. So I got to figure that out too. I just don't know what I want to do with it yet. So I'd like to find somebody around here that swap me these for some of the stuff I need, but I don't know. I really don't know. I looked them up online, like I said, and I'm not 100% sure I know what I'm looking at, but I think I do. So, but anyway, that's it. Now it's time to go post. Have a good one. Bye.